Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining us. I think before we begin, there's one thing that I want to highlight to make sure that we really get along well in this course and that I am able to I would say, manage your expectations correctly. Is that I'm going to be starting off with the very, very basics. I'm assuming that you might have had very, very little experience with Excel. So I just want to make sure that through a step-by-step approach, we're all on the same page. And I'm really sorry if that might irritate a couple of people that have been through Excel before and probably don't want to go into the minute details. But I think just for the benefit of the majority, utilitarianism is it? So I'll probably go with that approach. So let's talk a bit about Microsoft Office. So, Office is a suite of applications developed by Microsoft that technically allows us, the users, to do different sorts of stuff. Now, if you see here, this is the Office application and the Office suite per se, and a part of the suite are Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, which will be the focus which is going to be the focus of this course, Microsoft Outlook and Microsoft PowerPoint. Now, when you think about Microsoft Word, I think a good way would be, of course, why not show it to you? A good way to think about Microsoft Word would be as a blank document. It's like a journal or a notepad or a book where you can simply come and type whatever you want. So it's composed of different pages. So if you see, that's page 1. I'm just zooming in, zooming out. So if I just go down, you'll see that pages are going to come up and up and up. So that's Microsoft Word. It's basically a journal document. Where was I? Okay. We're going to be coming to Excel, but Outlook is basically an email application. I'm not sure if you've been using Gmail or Yahoo or Hotmail. So it's the email application by Microsoft. And lastly, when you talk about PowerPoint, PowerPoint is all about slides, all about presentations, making really good presentations, making different slides. So you see, you can add a slide, you can add different slides. So there's a lot of things that you can do. Unfortunately or fortunately, they won't be the focus of this course, and we will primarily be focusing on Microsoft Excel. So when we talk about Excel, we've talked about Word, which is a journal sort of a document. It has word writing, copywriting. When we've talked about PowerPoint, it's making slides. When we talk about Excel, Excel is basically somewhere to understand it is where you do a lot of calculations. So a couple of ways to access Excel. Number one would be to right click on your screen, go to new and select Microsoft Excel worksheet. That's one. Number two, there might be a chance that on the ribbon or at the bottom of your screen you have this already pinned Excel 2013 or whichever version that you have already pinned to the taskbar, so you could directly select here, or probably you could go to the search option and just type in Microsoft Excel, and automatically it's going to show you, oh, it's Microsoft, sorry, I can't even spell Microsoft, sorry. Okay, so Microsoft, and it's going to show you where that sheet is or where the tool is. So let's say I want to go through this particular channel, so I click on Excel 2013 and it opens a blank new Excel file. Now this might, for those of you who are looking at this for the first time, this might look a bit intimidating, but trust me, everything is possible provided that we know how. So this is how you open the document. We'll be talking about this in a bit in really comprehensive detail, but I think just one thing that maybe I want to highlight here before we leave is the anatomy of a Excel workbook, or I would say the software. In fact, workbook should suffice. So basically we opened Microsoft Excel through clicking, through double clicking something or selecting it. When we opened Excel, the thing that technically opened was a Excel workbook. So it's a workbook, and similar to a book, a workbook would have many different sheets. So if you see here at the bottom of the screen, you have sheet 1, which would be the default name for your sheet and all the sheets that you have. So once you have the workbook, you then have the Excel sheets, or you could refer to them as sheets like most normal people do. And the way that you can increase your sheets is increase, basically technically you could press the plus button and technically your sheets would increase, so it gives you more space and more area to work on. So that is how you want to proceed with your aspects. So this is the structure of the Excel. So you have Excel, then you have a workbook, and lastly you have an Excel sheet. So this is the anatomy of a worksheet. We're going to be covering this in a lot detail. You have the name of the book at the top. You have a couple of other things which we will be covering in detail, but at the moment I think it should suffice to say that welcome to the course. I hope that you are happy to be here as much as I am to be teaching this course. If you have any questions along the way, please feel free to reach out to me directly in the comments and the Q&A section. So thank you so much, and looking forward to this journey. Thank you.